Oh, coffee, yum. If you guys haven't tried these, you seriously need them. So yummy. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all good. Sorry I've been gone for 2 weeks. I wish it was that I was in Jamaica or something, but it wasn't. I just needed a little bit of time to myself. But yeah, today I wanted to do, well, actually, I've had no inspiration. I have no clue what I wanted to do. Also, these are my Valentine flowers. They're actually dying, as you can imagine, because it's obviously after Valentine's Day, but they're still pretty cute and I wanted to get them in a video because I'm weird like that. But yeah, today basically I just want to do a tutorial, but I don't know what I'm doing. So I just want it to be like a chatty tutorial where we're talking, we're just catching up. You're telling me about how your lives have been going, I'll tell you about how my life's been going. And yeah, we're just gonna have a chat, do makeup. I don't know what's gonna happen on my eyes. I'm gonna pick a palette right now of what I'm gonna use, and yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use the COLOURFUL XL Pro palette. I haven't even done a tutorial on my YouTube with this. Maybe used the smaller one before, but I haven't used this one. Yeah, I'm priming my eyes with the Be Perfect Prime as usual. This seems to be a go-to of mine at the minute. I just really like it. But yeah, I had a wedding the other day. I was doing a bridal makeup and I literally came home and was like, I am cleaning pretty much my full kit. Like, I just wanted to give it a nice refresh and deep clean. So I cleaned all my palettes, organised everything, because I have from IKEA the Alex drawers, as you can obviously always see in my tutorials, but I also had the smaller Alex drawers and I used to have like them on a dressing table. You probably have seen that if you went back. I'm just going in with more of that Perfect Prime. But yeah, basically I still had like my palettes and stuff to transition over from my other Alex drawers. I did think I was going to get rid of the other ones, but I've somehow found stuff to put in them. So, and also the taller ones aren't actually as deep, so you can't fit as much in them. But yeah, basically, moral of the story, if I spit it out eventually, I had said over on my Instagram if you wanted like a makeup collection, like tour, a makeup collection, basically just where I show you like obviously my full makeup collection, and most people said that they would be interested in that. So if you guys want that, I will definitely do that. Okay, this palette's so huge to hold up, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go in with the navy, so the shade Mood. Okay, so I'm just going in with the shade Mood in the outer corner, and I'm just kind of pressing and wiggling that on with a Morphe M506 brush. Obviously the last tutorial I done was my Valentine's Day tutorial. Basically I wasn't sure whether to do another Valentine's Day tutorial or like basically like a more like vloggy kind of style video, as I would call them. So I was gonna do a only eating heart-shaped food for 24 hours because I'd seen a few people do the video and I was like, yeah, that would be like good fun. I went like started filming that video, went out, and the only thing I could literally get was heart-shape was obviously Haribo strawberries, Haribo hearts, chocolate hearts, and a heart-shaped pizza, so that you couldn't physically get like 3 meals in a day out of that. So that was a massive flop, and it was like I was already filming that later that week than I should have been, so that was a fail. Then I waxed my eyebrow and I burnt the skin, so I couldn't obviously do any makeup because I burnt the skin, so you know, obviously. And then yeah, that was pretty much it. I'm gonna go in with the shade Reckless in the palette, so this like dark purpley kind of colour, and I'm just going in with like a Unicorn Cosmetics brush, and I'm just taking this in the inner part and like blending it into the blue. That was basically obviously Valentine's week, didn't go to plan. And then last week I just really took like, I just wasn't feeling like my 100% myself. Like I tried to film like a chatty, like just like CHATTY video and I just couldn't do it. And I had no motivation to do like any tutorials or anything. Like I couldn't like physically think of like looks or anything like to put together to think of what to do. And I was like, no, like I didn't even do like any Instagram looks or anything. I kind of had in my head I was taking the Saturday of last week off. I just realised I didn't even tell you to get coffee or anything or tea at the start of this video. So if you haven't by this stage, go pause the video, go grab yourself a cup of tea, coffee, hot chocolate, whatever you prefer. Get cozy, get comfy, come back. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't do like any makeup looks or anything like that there, and I planned to take the Saturday off. I then decided to take the Friday off as well, and like when I say take a day off, like normally I don't actually take a day off because I'm still like, I like work because I'm self-employed. I'm a self-employed makeup artist, if anybody doesn't know. I basically, you work all the time, like you don't get any time off. The one day that I actually do take off is a Sunday, but then the rest of the week I'm literally always working, because even if you don't have a client, you're doing admin work, and unless you're in the job, people don't understand how much like work and time that takes up and how like draining it actually is. Like I didn't even you don't realise how draining it is until you actually take time off from doing it, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go in with the shade Influence, this one here, and blend that in the front bit there. So yeah, you don't really realise how much you need time off until you take it off. So I think that is something I kind of need to do a wee bit more this year when I'm able to. Because obviously being self-employed, you never really want to turn down work, and if you're not doing your messages and stuff, then like you're not getting work because you need to do your messages to get work in. But I just think for my mental health, I generally need to sometimes actually take a day out where I'm not staring at my phone like 24/7. But yeah, it is tough, and I think it just kind of takes a wee bit of a toll on you sometimes. And also like obviously like I work for myself, so unless I have clients, like I'm doing like social media stuff and stuff like that there and all my admin. So I'm by myself like all the time, which is so lonely, like people don't realise. I'm going to go in with the shade Make Waves, and I'm going to blend that over the shade Mood, so just a tiny bit. And sorry, the brush I used before was a Morphe M562 and I'm using another Morphe M562. But yeah, like people don't realise how difficult it can be being self-employed and like doing all the work yourself, and you just put so much pressure on yourself, because if you don't work, you don't get business and you don't make money, so obviously you kind of have to work. I basically just needed a wee bit of time to get my head in a good place. Like it's something I don't really like to talk about too openly, and I generally get quite embarrassed. Going back in with the shade Influence and kind of blending it, merging it in, and it's going to create like a wee bit of a purpley kind of tone. But yeah, it's something I don't really like to talk about too much because I kind of get embarrassed, and I know it's not something to be embarrassed about, but I'm really always like petrified of people like making a judgment on me. I'm gonna go into the shade Y though, so why don't that wee one there. I'm using a Morphe M507. I'm just gonna blend this wee blue bit out further. Also, I have been thinking about doing basically like a series on my channel, kind of about being a makeup artist and like just sharing like tips, techniques. Just going in with a Suiva 227 and just blending the edges. Yeah, just sharing like tips and techniques and stuff to make it like kind of give you guys a wee bit of advice and stuff if that's what you want to do. I feel like now like so many people like are more like caught up in the social media side of things and like want to know like how to do well on social media and how to get a following and stuff like that there. And it's like, it's one of those things that's really awkward whenever people ask you, because you're kind of like, well, you're not going to get a following by asking people how to get a following. Like the only way that you're going to get a following is actually by putting the work in, and like just going in with another clean brush and just blending the edges, is by putting the work in and like producing work that other people think is good. Like there's no point in producing something if you think it's like hideous or like, yeah, it's just about producing good work. Yeah, it's about producing good work and being consistent. Like I always, like, this is ridiculous, I always lose followers if like I go through a few days of not posting, which is kind of, I suppose it's kind of understandable. Like who's gonna want to follow you if you're, I'm just going back in with shade influence and just intensifying that up. Who's gonna want to follow you if you're not posting consistently and stuff? Like people want consistency. I also think, like for me, like whenever my Instagram kind of started to take off and I started to get a bit of a following was actually whenever I started posting like more eye photos and stuff like that there on my wrinkly little eyes, let's be serious. But yeah, I kind of feel like I started to get a following then. I'm going in with P. Louise Blank Canvas Acid Rain Mama Mitchell collection thingy. I need to get a new one of these soon. Just to let you guys know, this is something I always forget to say on YouTube, but I do have a discount code with P. Louise. It is I'm Halls, so like my Instagram name, I'm Halls 10, so you get 10% off all your P. Louise orders. Yeah, obviously if they already have like a discount on, it can't be used in I don't know, in combination with that, but if they don't, you can use my discount code and get 10% off if you want to. Helps me out, helps you out. So I'm going to cut the crease with this, and I'm using an Ingot 22T brush. I'm just doing a half cut crease because clearly that's all I ever do with my life, or else it's none. I like to take this in the inner. By the way, I'm obviously probably not really going to talk very much throughout this, but I like to take it to the inner to about 3/4 of the way across. I'm not very good with stuff like that there. About 3/4 of the way across the eye, and then I'll like half circle kind of shape. Just, it's one of those things you kind of have to watch and then you'll see how I do it. Honestly, I don't even know if I was in focus when doing that, or in position of the camera. I don't know. Who knows? Not me. I'm just pulling that all down the lid. Honestly, by the way, this P. Louise Acid Rain Mama Mitchell, such a long name, blank canvas base, is the best thing in the world for cutting the crease. Why did I do that? That's so rude. It's so good, and it honestly makes it 10 times easier. Like, see, if you struggle with cutting the crease, you're not going to struggle anymore if you use this. It's so like opaque and thick that like it can, oh my goodness, where'd you go? Watch me just fall off the chair and crack my chin or something. I'm a disaster today, you can really tell I haven't filmed in a while. Yeah, it's the best thing ever for cutting the crease. Like, it's so opaque. Obviously, like, because I haven't cleaned up my lid, there's still a bit of the colours like peeking through, but if I wanted to like make that like really opaque, I could by layering it over the top, but I have crazy sensitive eyes, so I'm not going to do that. But it just makes life and cut creases so much easier. I always like to just pat over it once I've applied it and make sure there's not like too much built up product. I'm just going in with a really old Morphe M507 and just kind of pulling between the base and the blue eyeshadow, and that's just gonna like soften this all back like in together, because we don't want it to be like really harsh. Obviously like I went off camera as well, by the way, and built up my eyeshadow really intensely, but there is a very old tutorial on my channel that kind of explains how I do that. Obviously it is that wee bit older, but if you want like a more in-depth tutorial of that, just let me know. I'm just gonna go in with my M506 and going in with the shade Mood again and just intensifying just where I've lost a bit of our pigmentation. So I think before I left off camera we were talking about Instagram and gaining the following and how you kind of need to put the work in to get your following. It took actually quite a while for me to gain an Instagram, like a bit of an Instagram following. I hate talking about it because I feel like I sound so vain and like superficial, but obviously like I've put the work in to have the followers, and honestly followers don't matter. Like obviously they do if you want to do it as a job, but it shouldn't. I think it's one of those things, it's a job you fall into, it's not a job you like pursue. Obviously being a makeup artist is a job that you pursue, it's not a job you fall into. Well, unless that is the way it happens, but you know what I mean. I'm just going in with my Morphe M562 and the shade Make Waves and just kind of tickling this at the edge here. But yeah, I think it's definitely something, like for me, I wasn't posting on Instagram to get like a certain amount of followers. For me, I kind of looked, like for years I followed Instagram makeup artists and I kind of was always like, why can't I do that? I didn't, and I wish I had started a lot sooner than when I did, but I put it off for so long because I kind of didn't think I was capable of doing it. I don't know why, like it's the same with YouTube. I put YouTube off for so long because it's one of those things you kind of watch other people do and you don't, like you always want to do yourself but you just don't think you're good enough to do it. I'm going to go in with a bright green, so the shade Ecstasy. Probably didn't say that right, but you know what I mean. And I'm just going to pat that over the wee edge here too. So yeah, basically I didn't think I was capable of doing a makeup look and posting it to Instagram for whatever reason. It was one of those things I always looked at other people doing and I didn't think I could do that. And then I think it was 2017 I started posting looks to Instagram and they were awful. Honestly, they were really, really bad. And I remember like my mum and my sisters kind of, I don't even know what my sisters said, but I just remember my mum being like, why do you take photos and like stick your chin out like that? But at the time I was actually quite thin and I I was trying to like show my face with the makeup, so it's obviously like I went from taking like a normal selfie like smiling to like trying to like show a makeup look, and obviously like your face is not the same as you would look in person. And my mum was just so confused to what was going on, which is kind of like understandable because obviously like she had no idea what like Instagram was, and just like my sister's maybe like showing her photos. Looking back, like yeah, I was pulling like probably the weirdest faces ever, whereas now like although I'm like if I'm taking a makeup photo I'm going like this, like I don't know, I can't do it when the pressure's on, like I just can't. I think I'm going to use Inglot's 45 pigment just for a wee change, you know. Just going in with the NYX glitter glue, and I'm just going to apply that kind of to the lid where I haven't applied the green shadow, and then I'm just going to go in with that Inglot 45 pigment over the top. Please be nice. Please, please, please be nice. Oh, was this a disaster? Was this a bad idea? Oh my goodness. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. But yeah, I started my makeup journey in 2017 and I was not consistent, to be honest, at the start. In 2017 I started working for Inglot as well, after leaving a awful job. I like worked for a makeup counter like for the shortest period of time. Like I literally worked there for a month, and I had the worst severe anxiety at the time because of a horrible person I was working with. Not going to get into that. But yeah, I'm just going in with that Ecstasy shade and just intensifying that. This is different for me, I feel like. But yeah, I was thankfully grateful enough and got a job at Inglot, and then obviously like my makeup skills and stuff started to get better and stuff with working there. And I started like every time, like I think it was maybe 2018 then, because when 2017 I was posting like makeup look, just kind of doing like the odd wee like makeup look before work, or like on my days off at Inglot I would have done like a wee makeup look and just posted it, and then like would have went through stages of not posting anything and just not being very consistent. I'm just going with Anastasia's black liquid liner, and I like to take my liquid liner and go a bit thicker towards the outer, just because I have quite downturned eyes, so this will lift them a wee bit. So yeah, the whole 2017 I kind of didn't really post consistently, so my followers didn't really grow massively. But obviously like if I done a look and Inglot like reposted, then I maybe would have got like a few followers from it. But to be honest, it was really hard. So like you would have done a makeup look and it was really hard to actually get them to post it. So like obviously they've so many artists working for them, so you kind of would have done a look, maybe wasn't good enough, so they wouldn't have posted it, or maybe someone's was better, or I don't know. This is too hard to talk and do. Once I've done that, I'm going to go in with a Morphe M326 and the shade Lights Out, so the black shade in the palette. I'm not going to hold it up because I mean you can see the only black shade in the palette, and just pat that over the edge of my liquid liner. Yeah, so that was 2017, and basically like I don't know why I'm going into full tangents of my life as a MUA. I would have posted the odd wee look, probably posted a lot more consistently than I'm saying. I don't think I did, I don't know. And then it got into 2018, so the whole year 2017 was just, I didn't really do any like really creative looks. Like I wouldn't have done like really colourful stuff. But then it got to 2018 and I was like, I am going for it. Like I want to do, I'm just going back in with the shade Mood. I want to do like really creative, crazy makeup looks. And start actually making more of an effort with my Instagram, making more of an effort with my makeup in general, and just really like focusing on bettering my skills and being the best makeup artist I could possibly be, and like giving myself a portfolio to look back on my work. So like obviously if you're posting your stuff to Instagram, like it's giving you something to look back on, and yeah, that was the main goal. So I started posting my eye photos and stuff in 2018. So I would have done like a makeup look, took a photo, posted an eye photo, and probably would have posted about 5 other photos of the exact same makeup look. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would totally recommend posting an eye photo and a makeup and your makeup look. Just pick what selfie you prefer. I'm going to go in with Makeup Forever Flash Palette, and I'm going in with a white shade, just the tiniest bit, and I'm going to pop this in my inner corner. I'm using a Morphe M507 if I didn't say that already. So yeah, then I started basically posting more look, and it wasn't actually until I left Inglaw in 2018. Yeah, 2018. So I left Inglaw in May 2018 and became fully self-employed makeup artist. And obviously then I was really trying to focus on like posting looks, because I needed to post looks to get business. And yeah, my Instagram kind of started to take off there, and at the end of that year I hit 10k. And yeah, it's just been growing from there on. I started getting some PR and stuff like that there, and it just kind of grew from there. I'm just going to go in with Doll Beauty's Like a Diamond highlighter in the inner corner, because I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do, man. I'm just going to go in with R.E.M's Cookie Concealer. I am going in with Ingot's 77 Gel Liner, just in my waterline. And I'm making sure to kind of bring it in between my eyelashes too. This is the tickliest thing ever. I'm going to go in with the shade Mood and use that to kind of smoke. I'm going to smoke the whole way across with Mood, and I'm using a Peaches PC33 brush. I love the Peaches brushes, and especially they're like ones for face. I'm going to in with the shade Make Waves just in the wee outer part here. So I don't want to take that the full way in, so we're going to go in with the pinky tones there. I'm using a Peaches PC38 brush. And then we're just going to go in with our Morphe M507 and the shade Y though, and just blend that here. I was going to buy a new camera, but it was a second-hand one from a YouTuber that was selling it, but it's a 3-year-old camera, so although it was a bit like working out really affordable for me to buy it, it's a bit of a risky kind of situation, because obviously like I could get it and then something could go wrong. I'm just going to in with Influence just under here. I could get it, something could go wrong, and then you can't really go back to the person because they've had it for so long, and it's just kind of a given. So I think I'm just going to save up and eventually get a new camera. But like my camera that I'm using at the minute, like it works perfectly fine, it just shuts off, which is a wee bit frustrating, and it's kind of annoying when you're doing a tutorial and it can shut off, so I kind of have to like time my looks around that. And also like there's certain things about my camera I really don't like, because I think it kind of can make makeup that I'm doing look unflattering, and it doesn't look like that in person. I also I'm filming a lot later today than I generally intended to, because I'm just going back and forth with colours, by the way, because I ordered lights off Amazon. If you watched Holly Boone's recent like Chatty video, I was watching it and I was like, oh, like she said about new lighting that she got, and she was using it for like taking all her Instagram photos and stuff, and I was like, oh, like her lighting looks unreal. And she left a link for the lighting using, I was going to say supposedly using, but like I don't know, she left a link for the lighting she was using in her bio, and I literally like went straight on and bought it. It arrived yesterday, but I was like out of the house all day yesterday. It arrived and I opened it and I was like, what the flip, they are so bad, guys. Like it was Near, which Near are an unreal lighting brand, like I'm not saying they're not. Like my ring light that I use for filming is Near and it is amazing, but they were like the tiniest little things, and they wouldn't even like stay up, they were like falling down the whole time, and it's just not really what I expected. And I don't really understand how you'd be able to take an Instagram photo standing up with lighting that is literally to your knee. But they didn't let off a lot of light. Like if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I like put up a thing like saying they were rubbish, so I literally had to go take them back to the post office today, because I was like, I'm not keeping these, like these are poo. So yeah, I'm on the hunt for new lighting, because I just think one ring light is just not enough, especially when it comes to makeup photos. Like I found recently my photos just, I think it's because I kind of changed the way like I take photos. I used to sit on the floor and take photos, whereas now I am sitting at my desk taking photos. But sometimes my lighting is just not as much as like I want it to be. Like I want my lighting to be really intense not really intense. I want it to be really bright and like that you can see everything, but sometimes it can be a wee bit dull looking. So I just want to get a few like wee extra, and I don't really want to invest in getting an extra like ring light. I mean, like if really needs be I will, but I was thinking about getting soft boxes, and then I'd seen loads of people like talking about like the kind of style of the lights that I got from Holly's video, but they just weren't. These were like, they were only £30, so they weren't expensive at all, but they just weren't great. I'm so sorry if people don't like chatty videos, by the way, because I know I've spoke so much and I'm sorry. But if you do like chatty videos, here we are. I'm going in with Maybelline Super Stay in the shade Warm Sun. This actually might be a wee bit dark for me at the minute, but we'll just play it by ear. I am like not tan at the minute. I've just put sun shimmer, like a tiny bit of sun shimmer on to give me a wee bit of colour. I'm going in with a Peaches PC 22 brush and just buffing that all over my skin. I already prepped my skin earlier with Clinique's Moisture Surge. My skin recently, it's actually been not too bad, like spot wise, but I have been, because my sister's getting married, don't come for me, this is my choice, but I've been doing sunbeds, and I did sunbeds all over summer last year. Like I don't do them full year round, but I would kind of do them in summer and then like stop for winter. But I've been doing them for Courtney's wedding, and my face around here has been so itchy, and I'm really like concerned my dermatitis is coming back. And see if it is, I know then 100% it's sun related and I'm gonna have to stop sunbeds, and I just, either that or I could just cover my face because it is only my face. I'm going in with e.l.f.'s Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand. I'm just taking that under my eyes, down my nose, forehead, cupid's bow and chin. I'm just blending that out with a wee Real Techniques brush. Yeah, so if my dermatitis has come back, I will not be happy because I'll have to either cover my face in sunbeds or like just stop doing them altogether. And obviously I want to be like, I want to have a natural tan for a wedding because I don't want to get to fake tan on my dress, and I like to be really dark, so there's that. I'm going in with the Makeup Revolution stick in F13. I generally have like none left, but I'm just like kind of digging my brush into it. I'm using a Peaches PC 21 brush, and I'm just applying this to everywhere where we kind of want to do a cream contour. Also, who's your guys' favourite like YouTubers to watch? Because I watch the same people all the time, and I want someone new to watch. Even people that like to do like tutorials and stuff, because I feel like it's not really a thing, or else anyone that does do tutorials, they do the same tutorial every time. Just gonna set my face with vanilla and banana Anastasia loose powders. I like to pop vanilla down the centre, so like under my eyes, like anywhere basically where I've put the concealer. Just going in with banana all over the face. That was a wee bit much. I am just going to go in with MAC's Dark Tan Bronzer and just applying that everywhere where we applied that cream bronzer. I feel like looks never look good until you have lashes on, and then when you put lashes on it's like, okay. I'm just going in with Hilla bronzer for my nose contour. I am going to go in with Milani's Luminoso blush just to the apples of my cheeks. Just spritzing my face with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Spray. Just gotta blend that in. I'm going to go in with the Doll Beauty Doll Light Duo, and I'm just going to dab between the two on an Anastasia, I think it's A23, yeah, A23 brush. This brush applies highlighter beautifully. Okay guys, that is the finished look. I did just do my brows, eyelashes, mascara, lips off camera. For brows I used Anastasia Dip Brow. I've been using Dip Brow recently, a little bit different for me. Yeah, I used Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Medium Brown, then their Dip Brow Gel in this shade Medium Brown. Went in with a little bit of soap, fluffed them up. For lashes, my lashes are CHATTY Lashes TL2 Matte 5s. And then for lips, I went in with Morphe Bite Me Lip Pencil, Anastasia Peachy Liquid Lip, and then Anastasia's Summer Vibes Gloss over the top. So, that's us all done. This lash is like kind of looking a wee bit different here because the like, I think it's like glue's kind of stuck together, but no judgment please. I hope you guys like the look. I hope you kind of got something from the tutorial. I'm sorry if you didn't because I rambled on so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want more videos where I just talk crap and do my makeup, let me know. I think this is a wee bit more fun than just a bog standard brown get ready with me kind of makeup look, because we've actually done something a little bit more dramatic. But yeah, please like, subscribe, hit me with a thumbs up. That is a like. Good grief, I actually hit myself. If you liked the video, please leave a comment, like, subscribe. It would mean the world to me. It helps me out big time. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing week so far, and I'm so sorry that I have not been on YouTube very much recently. I hope to be back more often.